Whether you've been out of college for a while now, got your senior year cut short this year, or are anticipating graduation in 2021, leaving collegiate athletics can be a tricky time for some people. This can also be applied to younger athletes as well, who may be leaving a sport either in high school or at some point at any time during their life. Basically, it's about leaving a sport that has structurally been a part of your life for so long. That said, I want to talk about some of the concerns that I had when I graduated and some ways that helped me get through it. Now, of course, everyone's experience is going to be different and unique from each other. I personally was really ready to leave college, but that didn't really take away from the confusion or the anxiety or the stress that I felt leaving the sport of running and leaving structured sports for the first time in my life. One of the biggest components of organized sports, especially in college, is having a team and having teammates to train with. If you personally had an enjoyable experience with your college teammates, that atmosphere and environment can be pretty difficult to leave. My advice, stay in touch. If these people really are your people and some are your best friends, why lose that relationship just because of some new distance in between you? Seems kind of obvious, but with busy new lives and new chapters, it can get tougher and tougher to stay in touch and really keep contact. That said, commit to it. You definitely just want to commit to it, and with our day and age, we are so lucky to have resources like FaceTime, Zoom, easy transportation like buses and trains in order to keep in touch with those close friends and to continue to grow those relationships as well. Additionally, wherever you might find yourself after college, you want to try to find a community that fills the void that your college team once filled. Perhaps there's a local running club or a local book club or something. And kind of like I was saying before, use this day and age and social media to your advantage. There might be people in your area just simply by looking at a Facebook group or a hashtag on Instagram that you can discover. And I know it sounds kind of silly, but honestly, I've met so many great people through Instagram, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Something else I know that athletes worry about after leaving a structured sport is having the motivation to exercise on the regular. For years, you had a coach telling you what to do and when to do it, and you also had the motivation to score for a team and hit certain times. So what now? I think you should ask yourself what exactly it is that you want from the sport. If you're a runner, do you want to continue to race, and what would that even look like? Do you want to road race? Do you want to try the marathon? Do you want to continue track races? What exactly does it look like for you? Some, if not most, may not even know the answer to any of those questions, and that is completely okay. Life is going to look completely different. First and foremost, I just want to remind you to always allow yourself some grace in this transition period and in your life in general. But especially, right now, if you have a hard time finding the motivation to run every day, or you really maybe just don't even want to run at all, just remember that that's okay, and life is always going to throw different circumstances at you. And if continuing the structured sport that you've been doing for so long just isn't available to you right now and isn't really convenient or possible without adding extra stress to yourself, then it's totally fine. You'll figure it out as life continues to play out, so just remember to always be kind to yourself. That being said, the change or the break from the structured sports actually might feel really freeing to some people. Unfortunately, but also understandably, a lot of athletes tend to feel burnt out by the end of their careers. But if you are someone who is concerned about accountability and motivation, and you want to continue running, maybe looking into a post-collegiate coach could really benefit you. You could also look into group fitness classes like Orange Theory or Soul Cycle, Equinox, even a cycling class at your local YMCA. Group fitness classes tend to really offer that similar competitive and high-intense atmosphere like college sports once did. As an Orange Theory coach myself, I've had a lot of athletes or former athletes tell me that that's why they fell in love with Orange Theory in the first place. It offered a competitive, fun, and motivating environment for them. I think this time is also such a good time to explore other activities that you weren't able to pursue or explore while you were doing your given sport. So maybe it's yoga classes or cycling or Pilates or walking or CrossFit. Something like that that's gonna fill that void now, and also just because you have the opportunity to see what you like. There are so many opportunities out there that can cater to your athlete needs and wants, even if it doesn't look exactly the same as the past however many years of your life. It also doesn't even have to be exercise related. Maybe a local book club or an art class is enough to keep you fulfilled. The key is to find something that makes you happy, relieves stress, and fulfills the characteristics that structured sports once did for you. There's one more thing that I think you should ask yourself, whether you are about to leave a structured sport or you did already, or you're just kind of struggling with it, is to ask yourself, who am I? And this is inspired by When the Playing Days End. It's an article that was found on the NCAA. I'll link it down below. But basically you want to ask, who are you? Who are you other than the runner or the soccer player or the football player? The thing is, you can answer that question in so many different ways. You're not just the runner, you're not just the soccer player, you're not just the football player. You are many other things, and you'll continue to become many other things throughout your life. A sister, a friend, a daughter, a teammate, maybe a teacher or a mom or an aunt. Maybe you are working to become a doctor or a nurse or a personal trainer or a coach or a nanny. The point is that your given sport is not and was not the only thing about you. It's only a part of your identity, not the entirety of it. Additionally, the athletic side of you doesn't just disappear when you stop playing the given sport or playing sports in general. Being an athlete serves as a foundation for your entire life, and it's developed you into the person that you are today. Through sport, we learn unity, time management, passion, commitment, hard work, teamwork. You know, the list is literally endless. So next time you feel down or upset or confused because you kind of feel lost without your sport, ask yourself, who am I? Create a list every time you need encouragement. Remind yourself who you are. And remember that it doesn't just have to be external and what it looks like on the outside. Think about things that you can be and that you are on the inside, whether it's kind, giving, caring, passionate, empathetic, something like that. So remember, if you are in the middle of a transition or you are approaching it, remember that no matter what, sports or no sports, you are loved. You were loved before your sport, you're gonna be loved after, you're gonna be loved if you still do it. I promise you, you'll find your way. All right, so I hope this all made sense. I know it's kind of brief, but just something that I wanted to talk about, because I know transitioning from structured sports or post-collegiate athletics specifically, whether you're a runner or a soccer player or whatever type of athlete, can be kind of difficult. It's just kind of hard to give up something that for so long was such a big part of your identity. But like I said, it always will be a part of your identity. It was never the entirety of it. All right, so if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other tips or methods or advice that has helped you transition from leaving a sport or leaving collegiate athletics or a team or a community, or you just feel kind of lost and feel like a part of your identity is missing a little bit, definitely feel free to leave it in the comments below. I would love to know and to hear it, and I'm sure so many other people would as well. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you in my next video, but until then, happy running.